second generation of the 3 Series, and this model is the first all-wheel drive BMW ever made production. It's powered by the same 2.5 liter inline 6 as the rear-wheel drive 325 models, and the only difference is this model is all-wheel drive. So the engine is known as the M20. It's got a displacement of 2.5 liters and produces roughly around, from the factory, 170, realistically maybe 155. So the 325iX is actually the first BMW model to be produced with all-wheel drive, and instead of a transfer case, which is what you'll see in most all-wheel drive systems, there's actually 3 differentials. So there's actually center differential that has a viscous coupling that allows the power to be transferred between the front and rear axle. Also, the same thing is on the front and rear axle. So in turns, the power can actually be transferred to the wheel that's getting the most traction mechanically. Does it work all the time? I don't know, but it does feel pretty damn good. The greatest part about this car is its character. You can feel every wheel around the car. You can, when it's losing traction, when you're pushing it to the limit, you can feel which tire is slipping. And the nice thing about this all-wheel drive system is when it does start to lose it, when you put some throttle in, it actually finds the traction and pulls you around corners a lot faster than you might expect for a car so old. It will really shock you, and it's shocked a lot of people that have ridden with me or even driven this car. On the road, the iX drives very well. The ride is very smooth. This car is equipped with Billy's and H&R springs, so it's just been lowered with a little bit of a stiffer suspension, so not quite as soft as factory, but it still rides very nice and is a very good option for suspension if you're looking to daily the car or track the car on the weekends. And it also gives the car quite an aesthetic appeal as well. One of the things I like most about this car is the sounds it makes. The car isn't very insulated, so you can hear straight engine noise. I'll do a poll for you guys real quick just so that hopefully the camera picks up the engine noise and lets you hear what I'm talking about. It's an exceptional sound. Not too slow, and it sounds really good. This car is really just a fun car to drive every day, and it doesn't need to be the fastest car in the world. It just has this pure classic feeling. It's like you're in a time capsule that makes you really not care about how fast it is. This car is not a fast car. There are a lot of cars faster than it, especially since it's 30 years old, but the nice thing about this car is that it doesn't really need to go fast for you to enjoy it. You don't need to break the speed limit to have fun with this car every day. You can just drive it, and it breaks necks, and it's so much fun to drive and own every day. Another advantage of this car is that it's so easy to work on. If you would like to learn how to work on a car, but you really don't know anything about cars yet, this car is an exceptional car to learn on. It really is. The engine comes apart like Legos, and as long as you are willing to learn, this car is very easy to work on. It's very easy to go look up YouTube videos and find very good information on how to take this car apart and fix the problems instead of spending all your money at the mechanic shop. it makes owning a car this old a lot easier. In any old car, you're gonna have problems with the maintenance. It's just old, parts get old, parts break. But the nice thing about the E30 or any old BMW, it seems like, is that the aftermarket support online with parts, replacement parts, and people out there that are willing to help. The support out there to keep these cars on the road is exceptional, and you'll find anyone's willing to talk to you, help you out to find out problems, and a lot of people just like seeing these cars staying on the road and not to be beat out by the old fancy stuff that you see today. The BMW E30 is very popular for really any type of racing. So the body is actually an exceptionally good format to start a build, or any kind of build you want. I've seen these things as drag cars, I've seen them as drift cars, track cars. A lot of people just take them for time attacks. They're really fun cars to have, and as far as tuning them and building the engines are bulletproof. This motor has 300,000 miles on it, and I actually had to do a head gasket job, and there's no pitting on the head or the block. It's just a very, very clean engine, and it runs beautifully. It's needed some work because I pulled it out of a field, but as of now, mechanically, this car is running extremely well. Aesthetically, needs some work. But this car is actually going to be the first project car for this channel. So stay tuned. This car is going to make some pretty dramatic changes over the course of, I'm hoping, a few months, but normally how it is, it's probably going to be a year or two. Parts are expensive. Building what you want is expensive, and the project never ends. So stay tuned to see what this car becomes, and hopefully I see you guys next time.